Hello everybody, well I'm Kelly, HR Advisor for Adnams, so we'll be talking through my slides today regarding us here at Adnams and why we've signed up to ban the box. So very briefly, view details on our background. We're based in Southwold on the Suffolk coast and were formed in 1872, and although we've been brewing on the site for over 300 years, so we currently have around 420 employees, and last year's turnover sat at about 66 million. We reinvented our business around 1999 and became very much brand-led organisation, with our focus being on leadership and sustainability in all of its forms. So we're now multi-sited, and although our brewery and distillery are still based in Southwold, we have 10 shops across East Anglia with 4 hotels within our estate that we manage in Southwold, North Norfolk and Levington. So the way we do things here, our approach to business and our recruitment process, like that of most other organisations, aims to always appoint the best person for the role. That means taking into account experience, knowledge and personality in terms of motivation, enthusiasm and curiosity, and obviously cultural fit as well. Our interviews, as I'm sure are always for most people, sort of competency-based, structured around task of the role, and looking to hear what candidates' experiences are and, for example, what they may have learned from that and maybe how they might do things differently if they were appointed here at Adnams. So why ban the box? The question on whether to ban the box is not a difficult one for us here at Adnams. Although this service is obviously available to us should we need it to be. So why sign up and how does ban the box help? Formally states our position and ensures that our managers are aware. The attitude and the approach is clearly communicated from the top down, and also our role in HR is to act as conscious of the business and remind recruiting managers when needed to. We acknowledge bias and the importance of diversity, working with the recruiting we'd encourage if their CVs were good to get them in, have an interview. As an example, we recently donated to Top Cats, who provide short breaks for families and children of young adults with additional needs, or by sponsoring events. Offenders a fresh start, we can reduce the rate of reoffending, and we strongly feel this fits within our commitment. And we simply don't believe anyone's mistakes should really follow them for life. So our culture, values and trust. Our culture is a strong one and has been created by the values that shape and influence everything we do here at Adnams. It's a culture of transparency, openness. And our CEO regularly states the importance of catching ordinary people really doing amazing things. We don't have unnecessary rules and policies and try not to waste time catching people breaking those rules. So therefore, employee engagement's high, and we've found that people rarely behave in a way that damages trust. And if they do, obviously, we would deal with that on a case-by-case basis, rather than assume that everyone needs to be monitored in all that they do. And that's shown on the next slide, in the behaviours that we look for. Trust, honesty, building self-esteem in others to create a vision, and the definitions that we use and we're very comfortable with, leaders lead from their values and beliefs and getting ordinary people to do extraordinary things. So diversity, I'll talk a little bit about Adnams and diversity here. If we think about legislation that is around diversity, such as age, sex, race, religion, belief, we wouldn't discriminate or take into account any of these factors when recruiting. As I said, we work on a basis of trust, and we nurture our employees and want our employees to do the very best they can. Therefore, it is about the right person for the right role. Diversity is about recognising that people with different backgrounds, skills and attitudes do have fresh ideas, and this would be apparent with ex-offenders, where they may have gone through rehabilitation programs and therefore be ready and want to do the very best with any given opportunity. Internally, as an example, we've always promoted such things as flexible working. We try to find initiative solutions to help any employee wanting to remain within employment, especially when circumstances change. And this may be due to having children, having poor health, or having caring responsibilities, or simply just getting a bit older. Externally, as an example, we work really closely with an organisation called the Sure Trust, which helps disabled and disadvantaged people back into employment. And their clients include ex-offenders, but also cover a much wider group, which includes individuals with physical disabilities, perhaps poor health, or even long-term unemployed. The Sure Trust believes that everyone has the right to employment, and this is something that we also feel really strongly about, and therefore work closely to support their clients, whether it's coming in on a short-term placement to aid them back into the workplace, or actually integrating them into full-time permanent roles, which we're really proud to be part of. So finally, does this work for us? So in summary, for Adnams, doing business the right way is the only sustainable way as far as we're concerned, and community is important to us, and diversity is as well, and we try to recruit people in a way that ensures their past doesn't dictate their future. And we believe this is working, as shown by this final slide. We're doing very well. The pubs, hotels and shops are all performing. We're quietly confident about the future and believe we're not just much more than a regional brewer. So hopefully that's given you a snapshot of us here at Adnams. I just wish to close by saying that as working in the HR profession and in previous organisations where I've had experience of working with ex-offenders, I've found in general them to be conscientious, hard-working and want to disprove any preconceptions. Thank you.